Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we have a certified banger. I've been on my king stuff recently, which means I need a crown, aka 3 crowns, aka 1 minute, 10 minutes, and 1 hour challenge. We're gonna see, does time affect quality? I sure hope so. All right, now that we are in Blender, let's go ahead and start our timer for 1 minute, aka 60 seconds, and make our first crown. Boom, there we go. Let's delete all of this stuff. Shift A, we're gonna add in, let's see, mesh and circle, because why not? We're gonna bump this down to, I don't know, 12 sides to make it a bit easier to work with. No, let's go 16. I think that would work a little bit better. I think this is a lot more than 16. So, delete vertices, shift A, circle. Yeah, that was 126. 16. There we go. Let's extrude this up. Just like that. Select, checker deselect. Perfect. Bring those up. There we go. Nice, nice. What else can we do? We have 13 seconds. Let's grab this line here at the bottom. S, over. There we go. There we go. 2 seconds. Okay, I think this will be our 1 minute crown. I think this is pretty decent. Now, if I did just shade smooth and auto smooth real quick, just helps a little bit. That's, I guess we're cheating because we went past the time, but this is our 1 minute crown. Let's move on to our 10-minute crown. So for our 10-minute crown, let's go ahead and start the timer. There we go. And we're going to start the same way with a circle. I do think I want to do 14 sides. Yes, less is more sometimes. Let's hop into edit mode, extrude. Something like this. Let's grab both sets of lines, Alt-E, extrude edges. Oh, I guess I want to do faces. So we'll wait on that one. We're going to drag this up. We'll just meet it up at 1, and then we'll do the same for the bottom. Perfect. And we don't really have to rush because we actually have time this time. Now I'm going to extrude this one more time, drag it out, and then we're going to do the select, checker deselect, drag those up and drag those out. So we're already getting a cooler shape. Let's add a loop cut. Oh my gosh. Right there. Of course, auto smooth. Bring that up a little bit. You know, I don't like that loop cut. Let's dissolve it. I think that looks better. Now let's grab this face and this face, or set of faces, and extrude along face normals. Now we can grab the top line, bottom line, top line, bottom line. We'll bevel those. Not bad, not bad. I do think I should have brought those out a little further, but let's do that. Let's bring them out like a good bit. Something like that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. They're gonna bevel those. Yeah, that looks so much better already. Up next, I want to add a solidify modifier to this, so it's not really just flat. If we do this, as you can see, we have quite a bit more depth. Let's apply that, and this crown is already looking better than the first one. Up next, I want to add a little ball on the tip of each of them. We still have 7 minutes. We're doing pretty good. I don't even know what we'll be able to do within an hour. That would be crazy. Let's move this to 16 and this to 8. Shade smooth, and let's throw one of those on the top of each of these. I probably could have used like spin tool or something, but I think this will be fine for now. Doesn't have to be perfect. Bro, this already is looking better. I do think these should be a bit smaller, so we're gonna grab up here individual origins and just scale, and we'll drop those down just a bit. Yes, this is looking nice. Now I think the last thing I would want to do on this is maybe grab one of these. Let's shift D, put it in the middle, S, X, scale it down a little bit, and I wonder, S, Y. There we go. Can I use the spin tool on this? I can. Steps. Okay, let's go all the way around to 360. I'll just set this 360. Perfect. And yo, that's actually looking pretty good. Let's up the steps just a little bit. I think something like that looks pretty good. Let's go 12 just to make it even. All right, so with the spin tool, I think that does look pretty good. I'm gonna grab this one up front and delete it. Let's delete those faces. And I think I want to make like a little, I don't even know, like a diamond thing in the front. Let's add a loop cut towards the top. Do SY. Shrink the bottom as well. I guess more of a ruby, not really a diamond. All right, and then maybe we could grab the surrounding of this and make it a little bevel. After we apply its all transforms, bevel that. I think just one hard edge would look pretty cool. Definitely looks pretty cool. And for the crown itself, I don't think this is too bad. I think I'm gonna bring this out a little bit so it has like a cool like bow effect. And then I don't know if there's really much else I need to do for this design. I think it's looking pretty pretty good. I guess we could do one of these and just kind of fill up the inside here so we don't have a bunch of weirdness going on. But other than that, I think the 10-minute crown is done in like 7 minutes. So 1-minute crown, 10-minute crown. Let's move on to our 1-hour crown. All right, guys, all that's left is to make a crown in 1 hour. So let's get this countdown started. Boom. Perfect. Our time is now we're gonna start with a cylinder this time. I just think it'd be a better idea. Switch to our face select mode and scale it down on the Z-axis. Let's go to about, I don't know, here. Now the first thing I'm gonna do, add 2 loop cuts. Perfect. Let's separate those a little bit. Something like that looks pretty good to me. Now let's extrude the edges or faces, I guess. Something like that. And then these, let's bridge. We should scale those in a little bit. Inset, and then we'll bridge. There we go. Good start. Let's add a little bit of a bevel to these inner edges right here. Let's just do, I don't know, something like C is clamp, yeah? Okay. Something like this. Custom. We'll set this to brown. I mean, that makes sense to me. Let's bump this up to, let's go like a 19. Okay. All right. With a loop cut right here, let's scale this in a little bit and then add that same bevel to the side here. Just a little bit more detail. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and bevel the inside here as well. Definitely don't need it like this. Let's switch this back to this one. There we go. And segments, we can make like 6. It doesn't need to be that crazy. Looks pretty good. Let's add a subdivision surface modifier to this as well. There we go. Definitely got a lot going on right here. All right, I think we're done with this little portion of it. Let's go ahead and add in a little thing on the bottom and top just to help separate the pieces. We're gonna add in a circle. Let's see, we got bevel, profile. Let's do 0.08. I mean, I'm not mad at that, actually. Let's hop this up, maybe 11. Cool. Let's scale this a little bit. Maybe something like this. Bring it down to the base. Let's go ahead and toss one on the top as well. Scale it down some. I'd say something like this is close. We have this weird little overlap, so I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. And we have it going down a little bit on the bottom as well. So we're gonna drop that down. And now our edges are a lot straighter. That doesn't look too bad. Let's go ahead, grab a little bit of a ball so we can actually have a shape for this crown. Let's do a UV sphere. We should bump this up, I don't know, 32? Something like that looks pretty good. Match it up with the top of this right here. And now let's delete all that extra stuff inside. Not too bad. Shade smooth, of course. Drop it down just a little and maybe make it a little bit smaller. It's not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and grab some sort of a path here. There we go. And let's get to work. I'm gonna set this as the same as I did the other thing. It looks pretty good. And now I'm gonna kind of shape something out of it. I'm not sure. I don't think this shape looks too bad, so I'm just gonna duplicate it, flip it around the other side, R180, and I think I can work with this. All right, guys, so I couldn't actually get a shape that I liked, so I brought in this reference image, and hopefully that will help. I think it'll help quite a bit, actually. First things first, let's scale it up to sort of match what we got going on. I'm not going to copy it 1-to-1 because there's no point in that. But with this, we could definitely try some stuff here. So I think proportional editing and grabbing all of these top faces. Actually, I'll just grab the vert in the middle. That makes the most sense. G to affect a little bit more of this. And then we're going to scale out the top, something like this. And then G to select less. And we're going to bring the bottom in. We need to select a little bit more, it seems. Something like this. And then we can do Control Shift B to bevel that out a little. This is also going to need a bevel just to be a bit smoother. See how that looks. Yeah, I like that. We'll need to work on the shape a little bit, but we have plenty of time. And I am going to use the same technique I was just using with the curve, just because they are super easy to work with. And I think what I'm going to actually do is just kind of trace it out, if that makes sense. Trace out this little decoration, and I only need here to here, and then I'll be able to loop them around the whole thing. Okay, that took probably a lot longer than it needed to, but now we're gonna try to spin tool these. We'll probably have to convert them to a mesh. Now we could join all of them together, and now we can spin tool. Let's auto smooth that this was going so much different in my head, and I feel like I am definitely not doing the greatest at it, but we're going for it. Let me start that. Let's set this angle to 360 degrees. All right, here's what we're looking at. Now, our amount of steps, we could definitely take that down. Let's try 7. Okay, maybe 8, and we'll try 9. All right, I think 9 is actually the one. I like that. Now, we did get this weird thing right here. I don't know exactly what that is, but I could take care of it later. Or I guess I'll try to fix it. Hopefully this doesn't eat up the whole time trying to fix this weird little thing. I know it happened with the spin tool, so we're going to try a few things. We're going to do M, and by distance, that removes absolutely nothing. Let's do a limited dissolve as well. And now let's just make sure it's a mesh. Nice. And then all transforms. We'll see if that helps at all. I doubt it, but I'm hoping for the best. No, we still have this trail. All right, only one thing to do at a time like this. Shift D, R180, and then we'll grab both. Shift D, R90, and then we'll grab all 4. Shift D, R45. Okay, there we go. Now we have that, and we don't have all the weird mess with it. Let's go ahead and grab one of these and duplicate it. We're gonna move this up to the top, of course. Is it Alt R? I don't remember. There's a way to reset everything, but I'll just do it like this, I suppose. It's not exactly gonna line up, but hey, it'll work. We're gonna make this top one quite a bit bigger. Post it right there, and then it looks like all we need to do, line this up in the middle, of course, and all we need to do is add the big, like these things, the big parts that go around the top, and then maybe some gems down here if we have time, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the reference image, and now I'm just gonna start using the same method that we have been using, these paths, and I'm gonna make those little arc things that go around everything. My proportions are definitely off. In fact, this base, I don't know if I'm liking it. I'm actually gonna delete it, and I'm gonna bring this up, scale it down, bring in another cylinder, scale that up, and we're gonna kind of just fit that into here. All right, scratch that. I feel like I'm gonna take way too long trying to line everything up, so I'm gonna keep what I had for now, and let's get on to the curve. All right, here we go. Let's move this. I think I'm gonna have one here, and I have no idea how we're about to do this. I'm just gonna do some very random stuff and hope something sort of works out at the end. I know I want to have something along these lines. Bring this way in. Something like this, but I want it like out still. I should have stayed in orthographic. Yes, we cannot change that, or else we're going to be a little stuck. Let's move this up, move this out. That can go a little higher. This can go into the center. Not exactly horrible. Let's try to move this back a little bit more, and let's try scaling some of this stuff up and seeing what happens. It's not the worst. I definitely have scuffed it though. This can go over some more. This has to go out some more. I guess our issue is just like the overlap. So I'm gonna try one thing. Let's rotate this to about here, maybe a little more. And these will be every other one. That makes sense to me. So we can drag this out now, and we can actually see everything that we wanted to see, if that makes sense. So something like this. Shift D, R180. Oh my gosh. Let's how do we want to do this? What would be set origin to geometry, origin to 3D cursor. That's what it was. Shift D, R180. Maybe someday I won't have to look at the keyboard. All right, guys. So now we have a crown that looks like this, and honestly, it's looking pretty cool. We could probably go in, since these are still curves, and we could work on all of this stuff. Like we could change this to like that, and now we have a very cool thing. I kind of like this one a lot, actually. Let's see. Steps is horrible ugly. This is my favorite. We're gonna keep this one, and we're gonna do that for all of them. It is the crown molding, I believe. Yeah, that looks so good, man. All right, come on. How much time do we have? We have 27 minutes left. I'm not mad at that. And all right, guys, this is our crown. I definitely think we need to work on just a few things. This guy, I want to make like quite a bit bigger, I think. That might be too much, actually. That looks a little ridiculous. Maybe something like that. And then for the two sides here, let's duplicate those and spin them 90 degrees. So we have just a bit more of that decoration. And then what I want to do next is really redo the base base of this. I think it looks horrible in comparison to the rest of the crown. So let's just grab this. Let's convert this into a mesh. Do the same for this. And honestly, let's grab like a lot of that. Maybe this much. We have 2 up top and okay, we need a little more down here. X, delete faces. Now we'll just grab this set of lines and this set of lines if I quit misclicking. And we're gonna bring those guys together. Never mind, I'm redoing the full base of the crown. All right, I think that fits it quite a bit better. All we're gonna do now is add in sort of the same thing that we did on this one, the little rings and stuff, but we have 22 minutes left, so we could definitely try just a little bit harder. I think I'm gonna grab a cylinder and we're gonna see what we can do. So we'll scale it down first, then scale it on the y-axis, scale it down again, and I think I have a bit of an idea. So I want to bring this in to about here. Then we're going to press I to inset, E to extrude, and then we can bevel the top like so. And we will, of course, bevel this edge as well, because I think it'll look nice. And then shade smooth, auto smooth. Let's grab this top face and do plus, P selection. And now we have these, which we can spread around. So Shift D, R180. All right, now we have one on all 4 sides. That does look pretty good. I think, let's grab all of these. And I think if we rotated them 45 degrees, had another set, we don't need those extra ones. This looks pretty good. We are missing a couple. All right, I guess we're gonna grab those and try that again because I don't know what happened. There we go, guys. This thing's looking insane. Let's go ahead and grab the base down here. We'll scale that in a little bit, drag it up, and then extrude it in, something like that. Of course, it's gonna go on your head, so you're not really gonna see anything in there anyways. But this is pretty sick. I'm gonna scale these so they're all about the same size. And as you can see, guys, we have 1 minute. What was this? 10 minutes? And then an hour. And we have 19 minutes left. So I'm gonna cheat just a little bit. I'm gonna go through all of these, add a little bit of a texture to them. This one, hopefully the coolest. I wanna make this one into a little cardboard. So fair warning, I'm going to add a solidify modifier to it, but that's it. And then a texture. And I'll texture all of these and I'll see you guys when all of that is done. I am pretty impressed though. I haven't modeled anything cool in a pretty good bit of time and I'm kind of proud of this crown, I can't lie. But I'll see you guys after everything is textured. All right, guys, just like that, I just used the material properties. I don't know any of like the geometry nodes for procedural texturing and all that kind of stuff yet, which I definitely do want to learn them. But this first one, as I said, I added the solidify modifier and then I just made it like a flat cardboard. That's it. Specular all the way down, roughness all the way up. Yeah, no, just cardboard. The next one, I made a gold. We have a bit of metallicness on the gems and a little bit on the crown. I didn't want to make it super gold because then it would look like the last one, which is right here. Super gold, guys. This looks very cool in my opinion. And honestly, it's one of my favorite models that I've made in Blender in quite a bit of time. If you guys do want these crowns, I am going to spend a little bit of time off video getting them all optimized, looking good topology wise, or at least the best I can. And I'll list them on my website. It'll be $2 or $3, link down below if you would like to get them. I'll leave them in the blend file as well so you can edit anything. Anyways, that is going to wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.